From a building that can get louder than almost any in the National Football League, this is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Coming up, what a game, a rematch of Super Bowl 59 as the Chiefs welcoming the team who beat them for it all, the Philadelphia Eagles. Teams here who began the year with wins. Let's see who can make it 2-0 as off we go in week 2. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Jukes one defender. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to stop the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know it from the position of the quarterback, Kate. Sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call for the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Lamar out of the pistol. He finds the rookie from Ohio State. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. They get 27 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
A draw now. This is Henry. Having gained about a handful there. Keeps it clean, arranging in for the tackle. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd down.
Pistol snap to Jackson. It's cut left side by Mitchell. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
No, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
1st down, ball at the 36. Lamar now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Got a man. It's Colston Loveland. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Lamar throwing again. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, Kate, you'll get a little bit of grace for a drop in the first frame. But that's one, as this game goes on, he's got half. It's hard on 3rd down to execute. With the ball in your hands, you got to find a way to catch it.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Chiefs finish up an excellent opening series. It's an Adnan Mitchell touchdown. Point after by Folk is up and good. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. for a touchback.
First down 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. First and 10. Tua off the play fake. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be touchdown brought. Looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. By a man, and now he's in the clear. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Taken in by Noah Fant. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Going on third, Tagovailoa. That one's good to McConkey. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Dobbins can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Just need 3 now to find the end zone on this first possession. It's 3rd and goal. Man in motion here. Calling his own number here on 3rd and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Tua Tagovailoa with the touchdown. Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Eagles start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. He fields it from the 8. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Blitz coming here. Jackson. Hits him on the out route. Reaches the 40. Hits the 20. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
I think that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Like they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field. They'll run here with Henry. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is
stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
2nd and goal coming up from the 7. From the gun, Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
But what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So now they're left with 4th and goal.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
That's a good close. And I don't think he got to the marker. Looked a little short, and yep, indeed, he's marked short. This is a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
3rd and 2. Now Tagovailoa. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Man in motion, headed right. They'll run on 1st down with Dobbins. And this one's going the wrong way. Swing for that defense as they send him backwards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
44, ready.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Finds him over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Ready. Big team.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have 3rd and 4 to start out. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. He gets it to Fant. This gets the 1st and more. Oh, this big guy is moving. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 2nd quarter lead. Here's Sly to try the point after. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. His return starts at the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25. Taken from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Finds the in route complete. And he's got them quite the game here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and come right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing again is Lamar. And nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st down, Jackson. He gets it again to Mitchell. When they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. And again, it's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Complete, Derrick Henry. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that 1st down. Picks up 4.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. The stop is made after a gain of 6. That's going to make it 1st and goal.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Henry. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. Now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. It's a job well done by that defense.
So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up second down. Throwing again. Here's Tua. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Putting the tight end in motion. Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on third. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Devin Lloyd making the play. And the Chiefs are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Now, in that spot, Brock, I think his first priority is just getting a throw of some kind of way and avoiding the safety, right?
Yeah, no question about it, Kate. And I know it's so easy for us up here in this comfy booth, armchair quarterback, but you can't ever relax when you're reading the coverage. Just because you're worried about taking a safety, you still got to stand, you got to deliver, and you got to take care of the football.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal. Henry. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
That result right there probably takes the run out of the picture on third and goal. But maybe it doesn't. Maybe this offense is looking at this at 4-down territory. This is where the fascinating mind games go.
Jackson has it, third and goal. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs parlay the interception into points. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Israel Abanikanda on the return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Tua out of the pistol. They're trying to set up the screen. Dobbins. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
First down, here's Tua. Trying the comeback route. He doesn't get the chance to add on to that play, but this still has him across the midfield stripe all the way down to the opposing 42. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Hits his running back. Now 1st down, only gets about a yard here, and the defender there to force him out.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. from the gun. Finds him on the crossing route. And they get this down to the 28. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
A gain of 12. And an Eagle first down.
Here's Tua again. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles get some late points in the lead. Here's Sly to try the point after. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. First and 10. Pistol snap to Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down at the 30.
Second and 3 now. Lamar now from the gun. It's caught left side by Mitchell. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it sets up second down.
Hey, middle.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. That's Harris on the right side. And this is only going to be a small gain to the 42. Sidney Brown in on that stop. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Eagles loading up the secondary. Dime look coming, third down. Jackson yet again. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Has it at the 7. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs earn the chance to tie before halftime. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was going to be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird in the three-point shooting contest in the 80s? The kids weren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Tagovailoa on first down. That is Cox. This is Fant working downfield. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
You know these teams, they track every step of their players. Many of them wear GPS units in their uniform to track how much mileage. I don't care what the stat sheet said and how long that gain was. That dude ran a long way, all the way across the field, but it paid dividends.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles take the lead just before halftime. Matt McConkey with a touchdown. Extra point is up and good from slot. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7.
Chiefs 21. Joey Sly set to kick off.
We'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half. Throwing here just before halftime. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard
line. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10. We send a man in motion. First and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Dumped off to his running back. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Here's second and 14. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home. And it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. He fires one deep down the middle. They connect on the deep shot. And he's going to set them up with a first down on a huge gain.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
down at the 22. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Rolling out to his left. He's going to keep it this time. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Running this with Dobbins. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. Putting a receiver in motion.
All right, go. Ready. 20, TX. 21G. Long. Double one, high. Hey, 21 TX. Out.
He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come off empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and the quarterback will find you again.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. On first down, Jackson finds him over the middle. At the 20. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs start the second half with some needed points. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs tie us up 28 all. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Tua out of the pistol. Finds the in route complete. Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the gain at the 33. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
From the gun, here's a body conduct. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Tagovailoa, quick throw, complete. And he'll go down and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
They're right here. Big Chief.
Tagovailoa now, working from the gun. A quick slant, here's McConkey. We got the football card, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker, 4th down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. Back to throw it. That's cut beyond the marker. We will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They're set up at the 35 now. To the right and pulled in by McConkey. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Carry here for Dobbins. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. We have an injured player down there, and with his history, we really hope this is nothing serious. It is J.K. Dobbins who was hurt on that one. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
All right, come on.
Here's Tua. Gets it to him on the screen. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, that's one of those situations as a quarterback, but on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Extra man in the secondary now for the Chiefs on 3rd down. Tua now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
They've got 1st down from the 31. The drive begins with Henry. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. You can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it gets started.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion, it made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Ball on the 45. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Gets another one to Mitchell. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Lamar now from the gun. Pass pulled in by Henry. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Offense in the hurry up here. Lamar throwing again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that leaves him with 3rd and short.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Henry's going to try to pick it up. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a third and short stop.
Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this. He'll throw it. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them a possession.
Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And he gets this down near the 30. It's one of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
It's a gain of 48 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
Go.
Going with Dobbins here. Room to run inside the 20. And he runs it down inside the 15 before going out. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Go ahead.
Connor now up the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 4th quarter lead. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
All set for the kickoff. Slide with the honors. Has this at the 6. Showing a little burst so far. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into a good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Hits him on the out route. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Now Jackson on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
That's almost as good as a sack. Almost, Kate. Because those defenders, they like to have sacks more than incompletions. But defensive coordinators, they love pressure and forcing the issue. And that's why the QB had to get rid of it.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Jackson now on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offense up to the line fast.
6 yards. It's 4th down.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. They connect for the first. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
18. That's good for Kansas City.
And again, it's Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, great chance to win.
Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards of it into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be...
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked off by Upton Stout. And the Eagles will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. They'll give up the gut to Abanikanda. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear a lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
2nd and 10 now. Setting up the screen. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Empty backfield. 5 guys out wide for 3rd and long. Looking to throw. He just keeps finding McConkey. Has some daylight through the 40. Keeps himself upright. Matt McConkey. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Matt McConkey with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Here's Sly to try the point after. Got a good play at the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
25-yard line.
Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Finds him on the crossing route. Give him 24 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. 1 play in, and already they're close to midfield.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
1st down. Here's Lamar. And the deep ball falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you're throwing a coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's what...
Brought in inside the 20. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. Offense in the hurry up here.
48 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
Jackson yet again. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs now within one score in the fourth. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. They knew what they had to do, Brock. They got the score and now need to pull off this onside kick. And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Eagles make the recovery. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Tua off the play fake. They did it! He made the interception! Devin Lloyd making the play. And the Chiefs have some new life in the fourth.
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Completed to his running back. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. That is rejected at the line, as we say in hoops. Got a hand in the passing lane up front. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Gets another one to Mitchell. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs cut it to a point late in this one. It's an Adnan Mitchell touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the fourth. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. In a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. He'll look to throw it. A quick slant. Here's McConkey. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Shotgun handoff to Abanikanda. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Looking to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they're left with 4th and short.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Throwing now. Gets it to Rice. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
With half a minute left, here comes 2nd and 10. To throw. Hits him on the out route. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Seventh play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Man in motion here. Left side gets it out quick, and it's caught. And that short gain is enough for a new set of down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's 1st down. Setting up to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
21G.
Here's Tagovailoa again. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
3rd and long.
Emptying the backfield here. The offense going 5 wide on 3rd and long.
44. Ready. 18. Let's go.
To throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And this is going to be 4th down, Brock. He's out of bounds well shy of what they needed there. The entire game now hangs on this attempt by Joey Slye. All right, got a timeout here. Just 8 seconds remaining in our ball game. The entire game now resting on the right foot of this kicker. From the left hash, this will be from 50. It has enough leg, and it's good from deep. And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
That kick was a heck of a distance, but with the adrenaline that you know he had flowing through him in that moment, it helped give him all the drive he needed to send the game winner through.
This one winds up as a touchback, so they're going to have 1 final snap to work with.
35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here he goes, 1 final shot. Vacates quickly left side. And the tackle's made, so no miracle touchdowns at the buzzer. This game's over. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line.